Let it go, let it go.
What happens when loyalty turns into betrayal and legends collide with rising stars? Floyd "Money" Mayweather, the undefeated icon who redefined boxing, is facing one of his most explosive challenges yet. Not from a fighter in the ring, but from someone he once considered family. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the prodigy Mayweather groomed for greatness, has gone from protege to rival. And this time, it's personal. At the heart of the chaos is Calvin Ford, Tank's former coach and the man who shaped his career, now teaming up with Floyd under Mayweather Promotions. A public confrontation between Floyd and Tank turned into a fiery argument that erupted into an all-out brawl, leaving the boxing world stunned. This isn't just about pride. It's a battle for power, legacy, and control. Buckle up because this story is packed with drama, punches, and shocking revelations. It all started with a business decision, or betrayal, depending on who you ask. Calvin Ford, the coach who stood by Gervonta Davis through thick and thin, recently made headlines for joining Mayweather Promotions. While the move seemed strategic for Calvin, it felt like a knife to the back for Tank. Because Calvin isn't just any coach. He's a man who helped turn Tank into a knockout artist. From the gritty gyms of Baltimore to sold-out arenas, Calvin and Tank were an unbreakable duo. But now, Ford's allegiance with Floyd has created a ripple effect no one could have anticipated. Who do you want to see?
Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. He'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 feet in and 1 feet out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail, or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
Tank has always been vocal about his rocky relationship with Floyd, accusing him of being controlling and dismissive of his growth. Adding Calvin to Floyd's camp felt like the ultimate betrayal, and Tank wasn't going to stay quiet about it.
You want to see you as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him. You're training him all the time. You know him. Both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
The confrontation between Floyd and Tank started at a public charity event in Las Vegas. What was supposed to be a peaceful gathering quickly turned into a spectacle. Tank confronted Floyd in front of cameras, calling him out for signing Calvin Ford to his team. Davis reportedly shouted, "You took the one person who had my back. You can't stand to see me win without you." Floyd, never one to back down, snapped back, "I made you, Tank. Don't forget who gave you this platform. You think Calvin's going to help you beat me? Keep dreaming." As the argument escalated, the crowd grew tense. Witnesses described the exchange as explosive, with both men shouting over each other. Tank accused Floyd of sabotaging his career out of jealousy, while Floyd claimed Tank was ungrateful for everything he'd done for him. No surprise there. Floyd has always been vocal about how Tank is so ungrateful. It didn't take long for this verbal exchange to turn into a fistfight. Things took a dramatic turn when Tank pushed Floyd and all hell broke loose. Members of both camps jumped in to separate the two, but it wasn't long before punches started flying. Video footage from the incident shows Tank swinging at one of Floyd's team members while Floyd himself was held back by security.
Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And He'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 feet in and 1 feet out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it, like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
Calvin Ford, who was present at the event, tried to defuse the situation but ended up becoming a target of Tank's anger. "You're a sellout," Tank yelled at his former coach. The brawl lasted several chaotic minutes before security broke them up. No one was seriously injured, but the damage had been done, both to their reputations and their already fractured relationship. In the aftermath of the fight, Tank took to Instagram Live to address the situation, speaking directly to his fans. He didn't hold back. "Floyd's always been about control. He can't stand that I'm doing my own thing," he said. Tank also hinted that his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach has been overshadowed by the drama. "I should be focusing on my next fight, but instead, I'm dealing with this mess. They're trying to break me, but I'm built for this." This feud between Floyd and Tank is more than just personal. It's a clash of ideologies. Floyd represents the old guard, a methodical businessman who controls every aspect of his empire. Tank, on the other hand, is part of a new generation of fighters who value independence and authenticity.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
As the dust settles, one question looms large. What does this mean for Tank's career? With Calvin Ford now in Floyd's corner, Tank faces a unique challenge. Not only is he up against Lamont Roach in his next fight, but is also battling the narrative that he can't succeed without his old team. Let's talk about this fight for a second. Lamont Roach is no joke. There's a lot on the line here. Gervonta Davis is the king of knockouts. His record speaks for itself, undefeated with a ridiculous number of stoppages. Most recently, we all remember that brutal body shot that crumpled Ryan Garcia like a lawn chair. Tank doesn't just knock people out. He makes a statement every time he steps in the ring.
Bitch! You kill that motherfucker! When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker! You crazy? I know the fuck you nigga playing with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. Fuck you up.
That's what makes this fight so interesting. Tank is coming in as the heavy favorite. But let's be real, this isn't just about winning for him. It's about showing the world that he's still at the top, that nobody in the division can touch him. All the pressure is going to be on him. Now, Roach might not have the one-punch KO power that Tank does, but is a master at the technical side of boxing. He's a counterpuncher with incredible footwork, and he knows how to frustrate aggressive fighters like Davis. Roach has been studying Tank's style, and during the face-off, he made it clear that he's not here to be another highlight on Davis' reel.
Waiting to sit down and talk to him one-on-one, saying what his mental at. Whatever he want to do, I just prepare him for it mentally, you know what I'm saying?
With Calvin Ford out of the picture, it's going to be interesting to see how Tank approaches this fight with a new coach. Tank has a new coach, Derek James. This guy knows his stuff. And get this, Derek James has a history with Tank. James actually trained Frank Martin, Tank's recent opponent. This is where things get wild. Derek James has been studying Tank for a while now. He knows how he fights. But instead of trying to figure out ways to stop Tank, he's now being called upon to train him for his next fight.
Wolf that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the deal.
He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
It's
it.
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna.
From Ford to James, it's only a matter of time until we find out if it's an upgrade or a downgrade. For Calvin Ford, the decision to join Mayweather Promotions has been a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's an opportunity to work with one of the greatest minds in boxing. On the other, it's cost him his relationship.
Davis, bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in. Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he gotta be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you gotta be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you gotta be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good.
So, why would Calvin Ford, who has always stood by Tank's side, make this sudden jump? Ford has been surprisingly quiet about it, but insiders reveal that he sees this as a unique opportunity for his career. Floyd's empire is massive, and joining Mayweather Promotions opens doors to more fighters, more visibility, and a shot at bigger matches than he could have ever imagined.
The ceiling, but nothing is feeling like anyone has any fucking ability to even stick to a subject is killing me. The inability to be humility under the back hole. On the freaking minute, got me thinking of finishing everything with a seat a minute and reaping the benefits. I'm asleep in the willigan as I'm thinking about an evil intent of another beat, I'm a killing it. Cause even if I got it in a beating, a pilligan, even get him.
But this isn't just about leveling up in his career. Word on the street is Ford might be feeling some type of way about Tank, especially after all the chaos lately. From legal drama to courtroom appearances and Tank's roller coaster personal life making headlines.
Y'all gotta watch these guys,
right,
man.
He's a good fighter, yeah.
He was a Golden Gloves champ from Indianapolis, right?
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like, I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad if you're gonna add one.
How old is he?
I think he's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yes, young.
Yeah.
Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our third fight together. So you got to understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's going to be amazing. And listen, he may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon. So
I was going to say, I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis, right?
Yeah, the same way, yeah.
Yeah, like
they sparred before the same way, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before, yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know how I went.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I know him, and I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the guys that Gervonta, I think, will be probably the tough.
Joining with Mayweather Promotions could be Ford's way of moving forward with a professional team that offers him stability, something Tank hasn't always been able to provide.
The thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we saying what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. They can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows.
So, how's Tank taking all this? Not well. No shocker there. Sources close to him say he feels straight up betrayed, seeing this as Ford officially siding with Floyd over him. Word is Tank was already heated over whispers that Ford was slipping Floyd private training tips. And now with this signing, it's like pouring salt on a fresh wound.
Roger never got trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year. Yeah. His dad never got trainer of the year. So, you know, I've been openly expressing that. And I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.